everyone, welcome back to my channel and a special video. Let's get started. So in today's video I'm going to show you how I made this card, but first I want to show you the fantastic haul we got from Trinity Stamps for our design team this month. So Trinity Stamps generously sent the design team members for Kendra's Card Challenge all of these wonderful embellishments. Look at all these beautiful colors. So we have a monthly hop, and Trinity Stamps is one of our super sponsors. And the super sponsors, they provide prizes for you guys, and they provide product for us to use and demonstrate. Well, this month, Tanisha sent us a whole lot. So we're doing, some of us are doing extra videos above and beyond our normal hop video, which is at the end of the month, which I hope you'll visit, because there are a lot of different products for us to show you. And I'm going to show you the products that I got. I got more, but I'm splitting it with one of my teammates. So my teammate is going to show her haul video with what I send her. So we have those little sprinkles too, and I put them in a little container because they're so teeny tiny. And so anyway, those are all the baubles. That's a lot, okay, to get as not even like an actual design team member. But here we've got the pizza stamp, and then it's got a matching die set, and the die set can also be standalone. So very cool, and that's what we're going to be making, is the standalone die set with our card. And then this really cool, you're the sprinkles on my donut. And on the other side, that cuts that out, and it cuts out a bunch of sprinkles. And I'll be using some of those today as well. Then we've got the mini donuts. So it's got the, the different parts of a donut, and then the little glaze, and then the little, looks like those are places where you'd take a bite out of the donut. And then you flip this over, and this is a separate die set, by the way. There's a round card maker that'll also make a donut with all the sprinkles and yummy goodies. And then there's a coordinating stamp set with all kinds of neat little sentiments on it that are very punny. And then this glaze here that you can stamp on top of the donut and heat emboss to get kind of a little swirly look on your donut. Very cool. Then we've got the really cheesy ones. And so this is a big old cheese grater. And then it says, "You're so grateful, you're the greatest, you're so great." And then there's a small set with a coordinating die set that cuts out everything you see here. So that's going to be cute for your smaller cards, and particularly for like Kendra's Card Challenge. There are sometimes small spaces that we fill up. Then there's this whole hug set. And so it just says hugs and little sub-sentiments to hugs. And then it's got the coordinating die and shadow die to go with it. And then with all kinds of neat little, sayings to fit any occasion. So I love this set. There's a kisses set too, and that one went to my partner. And then there's this whole Valentine's set, and it's all inside Valentine's for the inside of the cards, and there is a lot. And they're not all Valentine related. Some of them are not. So there's that. Very cool set. So I really, really, really love this set. And I let most of the Valentine stuff go to my partner, but I really wanted to keep this one because I honestly don't have anything Valentine. So I love it. I like this one. Is your name Google? Because you're everything I've been searching for. That's a good pickup line, isn't it? And then there's more. There's this really awesome Chinese New Year with the Year of the Dragon, and that my friend Chow tells me that means, and she told me how to pronounce it, but I've already forgotten. But it means money coming, basically. And then it's got a coordinating die set and a little mask die so that you can create a mask. And then there's this standalone little teacup with all the fancy designs. And all of the team will be making things with these. And also, if you go to the Trinity Stamps, and I'll link it down below, if you go to their YouTube channel, they've got videos showing makes with all these things and showing makers making it on their hobs. So a lot of really cool stuff in this release. And here's kind of a standalone swoosh heart die and shadow die. I think that's really neat. It's going to make an amazing embellishment on one of the KCC cards. And then we've got our fireworks here, our celebration, and we got cheese. So that's what I got. And then I'm going to be doing sketch 15 with the heart-shaped pizza. And I have everything cut apart and colored and everything for you, but this is the sketch we're working on, and it's not an exact, and it doesn't have to be, but I'm trying to get this where you can see it while I'm working here. So I've got the base, which I'm going to do in this dark red color. And again, this is sketch 15 from Kendra's Card Challenge, because these were sent to us. Oh yeah, I'm looking for a card base, but this isn't the right shade of red. These were sent to us so that we could represent and support Trinity Stamps on our hop at the end of this month. So keep your eye open for that hop, and you know, you can win a prize as usual. But today's video is just an extra, just showing love here for Trinity Stamps. So I've got some mirror card stock, and then I use some of my stash to make that little sort of tablecloth looking thing. And I'm trying to decide, am I going to pop any of this up? I don't think I will. But before I do anything, I need to glue down the little strips. And of course, I cut everything for this particular card individually, so I didn't cut it out of the 6 pieces of 6x6 paper that you would normally use for Kendra's Card Challenge, because I wanted to, you know, do this special. And you don't have to. You can do each one of them different. Each one of the sketches has all the measurements on it for you. So here I'm just putting a spacer here so I can get my 1/8 inch strip in. And just get those good and glued down and snip them off and use the rest of them. So I just cut those both off of the 5.5 inch side of a piece of cardstock that I keep cut down. And then I'll just do the same on the next. And I'm eyeballing this. I'm not going to use a ruler or measure anything. It's just not necessary. Here's what I love about these card challenges and working with the companies that we work with is, you know, we're able to build a card that is not just a plain card. Okay, it's a very tailored and nice looking card. It's not a fast and easy slap a sentiment on my card is done type thing. It's definitely, you know, got a bit of meat to it, I guess you'd say. So I do need to build up the center of this little piece of cardstock, this little mirror cardstock, so it doesn't kind of sink in over those little strips that I put on. So I'm just going to add another piece of paper and just cut down the corners so that it, you know, goes across those without any issue. And it's got a little tiny bit of lift to it. That's 110-pound cardstock I'm putting that on. And so with the haul, Tunisia sends, if you buy a lot, apparently, she always, I can't remember a time that I didn't get a tea bag and a small stroopwafel from her, but she sent a big old hazelnut hot chocolate and a big old stroopwafel that I can't wait to dig into. So here I've done the pizza, and I'm just kind of auditioning how I want to place things here, and of course I change my mind because, you know, it's what you do. Because these are extras. I have the basics of the card already done, except for the embellishments, which I'm going to skip because I have, you know, all of my embellishments are going to be on my pizza. So I'm going to go ahead and glue some strips down here and support the side of this heart because it's going to be, you know, up higher. It's basically up on 3 layers of paper. So I don't want it just laying there in dead air, you know, especially if I want to mail it. So this doesn't have to be a Valentine. It can be a birthday card. It could be just an everyday card. And I did heat emboss and stack that, I stamped and heat embossed the sentiment and stacked it on, it's basically 4 layers. So it's like a nice thick piece of chipboard, and I'll show you that later. And here's what I love about that Trinity Stamps picker is I know that the picker side, or the wax side, is to the right of the name. Like my old one didn't have any markings, and I was constantly taking the wrong side off. So I really like that about this one. I know the simple things, right? Now this heart is the one that's meant to cut out the stamp, but I decided to use it as a pizza tray. And I use some Tim Holtz Foundry wax on there, and then I use a little bit of Simon Hurley Shady Lunar Paste to kind of get that little rustic pizza joint feel. Now I'm going to glue my pizza down, and I colored all the pieces with my Ohuhu markers. See how thick that is? And so that's the base. And I was thinking, as I put all my goodies on here, I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun to cut out bunches of those goodies, especially goodies kids would like, and put them like in pockets inside the cards so kids could make their own, dress their own pizzas. I thought that would be a fun idea. Of course, I didn't do it for this one because I mainly just want to make sure that along with showing you what I got, you can see how you might go about using something like this in Kendra's Card Challenge. Now I'm putting on the little pieces of Canadian bacon. That's the best I could guess what those pieces were. They're just plain round. And if they're supposed to be something else, I don't know, but I think they're supposed to be Canadian bacon, so that's how I colored them. They sort of look like miniature bolognas, don't they? And then I'll put the little mushrooms on. Real simple to do. And all the little pieces too can be used for other stuff. Like, for instance, the round card that you get can be made into a pizza. And then you can also make your favorite pizza. It's got pretty much, the only thing missing here is anchovies, but I bet you somewhere in your stash you got a little fish. So I've got the olives on. Let me get the onions on. And I colored these following Carrie's model, Carrie Rhodes, and she's on the design team for Trinity Stamps. So I watched her video. I really liked the way she colored them, so I basically colored them the same. Now on my bell pepper, I cut it up. So it comes in one big piece, but I cut it up into 4 pieces because I prefer my bell pepper on my pizza to be smaller. So again, make your pizza how you like it. Let me get another piece of bell pepper here. See, do I need anything else? Okay, so, and then I use that sprinkle from that donut sprinkles to make a little extra cheese, because I like a little extra cheddar cheese on top of my pizza. So I'm just going to add a few drops of cheese here, or what would appear to me like cheese. So much fun, this one. This whole set is so much fun. So look forward to lots more makes with all the different products from the Kendra's Card Challenge team, and through our hops and through our extra videos that we'll be doing for Trinity. All right, we're just about done here. I'm going to glue this down to a card base. You can see where I made a mistake and ripped off my thing. That's why there's 2 sides to paper. I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down to a matching red card base. And then I'll just trim off any excess, because there is a little bit of excess, because nothing ever cuts straight. Or at least it doesn't feel like it does. So I'll just cut off that excess so that I have a nice even card. And 2, when you glue down a full 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, you do have to leave a little space for the opening. And yep, I think I'm going to glue this down catty corner. So there's our card. I hope you liked my haul. I really want to thank Trinity Stamps again for sponsoring Kendra's Card Challenge. I will have everything linked down below. The Trinity Stamps link that I have, I was thinking you could put stuff in there, but I changed my mind. because I didn't want to have to glue down all that stuff. But the links down below are definitely affiliate links for me. So make sure to give me a thumbs up here. And thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.